I like and welcome one and all to the MSA Crusaders call. Voices strong, spirits bright, join us as we ignite. We're here to share, to inspire, to lift each other higher. With stories of strength, voices that shine, this is our journey, yours and mine. You're tuned into MSA Crusaders, where awareness begins, one story at a time.
I'm not going to lie. This episode is very, very hard to edit. Our voices have become much more gone, just disabled from this terrible disease in this MSA on this day, World MSA Day. And I wanted to thank Daisy, as I did during this podcast, for trying her best to speak. It's hard to put yourself on camera and not be able to utter words that people understand. It's terrible. It's hard. MSA is not fair. I still have some of my voice, and Daisy has lost almost all of her voice. I hate to compare and contrast, but MSA is not fair. But Daisy, being as bold as she is, tried her best, and quite frankly, I didn't understand half of what she was trying to say. These are issues that we have to work around through text, through, preparing ahead of time, prepared statements, having someone by her side, her husband, or somebody else, or having somebody else at the conference. But this is where life gets hard, and when you lose the ability, what do you do to either get it back if you can, or how do you circumnavigate that and try something else? And I commend Daisy for still sticking in with me as long as possible, and also manifesting her thoughts, her words through music, which we will put out all the links. And if you know Daisy, her and Carrie Carpenter have made some wonderful music with wonderful lyrics, and it's a blessing that she keeps going, even though her voice is gone. So this episode will be very difficult to understand. I will be heavily editing this video. Nobody wants to look like a fool. I'm here stuttering, right now. But if you watch the video, I'm not doing so much because I'm at ease. I'm at ease with Daisy, which makes me comfortable, and I speak a little bit better. But when I'm, you know, a la carte pro bono, making a video like this, you start to see the words about how bad my voice is. It's even 10 times worse outside of this camera, talking to my wife and friends and other people. So please keep in mind that Daisy has tried her best. I've tried my best. We knew this time was coming. MSA is attacking us differently, but it's both attacking us on speech at the same time. So again, please hang in there with us for this podcast. We as always appreciate your love, especially for Daisy Page. Thank you. Yes, finally another episode with Daisy Page and myself, David Knox, on World MSA Day. And there's something that's interesting about Daisy and I, and that would be how much different we are with him and ourselves as our own people, our own persons. But we have so much in common on World MSA Day. You can probably tell that Daisy has more of a slurred speech that has really taken effect on her MSA diagnosis. And if you listen to me, especially after the first 2 minutes, you'll hear that I have more of a stuttering and more of a tremor like MSA-P. So although we both have MSA, it manifests itself in very different ways, which at times could seem to be unfair. But on this day, World MSA Day, on a Friday, we are all the same. We are all one. We are all looking for the same cure for the same disease that hits us in very different ways. And I know Daisy has done a lot of work, talked to a lot of people, has helped a lot of people, way more than I could ever. I don't like talking to too many people. I'm an introvert, but Daisy has done so much to help the community. She's typed her fingers until they're literally falling off. She's here today where, it's hard to understand, and myself as well, but especially Daisy was more the MSA-C sentiment. Slurring is one of those things that just comes with the territory.
I want to make sure.
Yeah, correct. Yes, Daisy's correct. We all start with like one diagnosis of MSA-P or C. It could also be MSA like pure autonomic. Everybody has that, but yeah, it starts to mix in. It really starts to mix in. And I know that Daisy doesn't have an issue speaking about it, but her voice is probably the one thing that's really gone downhill. I think the fastest that I've known you. We started this a year and a half or more, doing podcasts, almost 2 years, or 2 years.
It's hard for us to see.
Yeah, and, I mean, you fully had it was like you're still working, you're still employed, right? And I joined in, I spoke completely like, my first YouTube video was completely David. It was normal because I was still working. I had my voice, I was speaking every day. And Daisy, I think that's the biggest issue. I'll say it, and I'll say it over and over. For people like us, muscle memory, body in motion stays in motion. And it's hard to speak continuously practicing. Like, what do you do? Do you speak to the wall? I mean, do we speak to the dog, to the cat? I mean, we can only speak so much in our day to day life, right? I mean, my whole talking consists of maybe my kids for a short time, my wife for a minute, physical therapist. Yeah, so when I go out to have physical therapy, like you have, Daisy, like I do most of my talking then, but that does not make up for, working 10, 12-hour days and talking all day long.
More now. I'm not earning.
Yeah, yeah. How much you talk per day? Like if you feel like an hour or two.
I don't know. And that's how I
It's not, or it's not a lot, but you have people that come to your house and take care of you, don't you? Your mom. You have, don't you have medical? Isn't that like a
teach you something that came up healthcare.
so you have PCP, medical, home health care,
People about healthcare, healthcare,
positive care,
and I
social,
constantly
swim therapy. You do swim therapy every day, every other day, every Thursday. I imagine that's a pretty good strain on the body. But I saw a video of you walking. You sent me you posted, or you sent me a video of you on the straight bars, right?
and hour. So
So you did that one whole trip and then used a walker.
I didn't stay much. Go back to his
Yeah.
house, his
Now,
house,
uh, th-
and then I went to the walker.
were they teaching you how to use it, like properly use a walker?
I was just really walker.
Just trying to get you to walk.
Yeah, and I did that one Mondays, Saturdays, and they call land therapy
Yeah.
for specific animals and also the walker around the stretches.
The stretches and yeah.
And one day we got to swim.
It's the same thing as swimming.
And I swim for an hour. Okay. I did a lot of walk over the river. Silence. I did a lot of walking.
Well, when I first met you, I don't think you were. I don't recall you even. I could be wrong, and I usually am, but when I first met you, you weren't still walking, were you?
Yeah.
You was? But there was a time where I know you and I talked to where you couldn't walk, but in order to get into clinical trials, I told you you could get up off your ass and make yourself walk. Well, I mean, you walked with wire therapy, but I mean, that's not the same as walking on land, but I know there was a time where you weren't walking for a minute, and now you're back up and back at it again.
So I'm not using a walker. I look around
It's okay.
the house.
So you do use a walker around the house?
No.
No, just when you're out in
This is therapy. And
therapy. Yeah,
in my bed, in my chair.
yeah, yeah. You have your power chair, but you have to transition from power chair to say bed or sofa or recliner or whatever. So do you use um your walking aid then, or you just like have your husband help you? Yeah. See, and that's the mentality that it's hard to break us with MSA is it's much easier to have my wife help me than for me to do things myself too. Right? It's much easier for your husband to help you than grab the walker and transition and fall and trip and not hit your head and stuff. And that's one thing that I really implore people to do, which I know you do also is to, not just simply rely on somebody, a caretaker, a husband, a professional, whatever, to still at least try, to take a step.
I could talk when I first met you.
Really?
When you know, started this podcast, I could talk.
Yes.
That when we started, I could talk.
Yeah, when we first started the podcast, you had no issues with speech. That's right, because you called me asking for to do a podcast. That's right. Say, I have no memory. They literally, they literally like your frontal cortex is no bueno, David. But you still had urinary, I imagine GI. You were still walking. You were still talking. Were you talking perfectly?
You
Pretty much. Yeah, I remember you had issues with your lungs too. Yeah, suprapubic catheter. That's right because every symptom you had, I would get like 6 months later. So it makes sense now. Almost every symptom, but yeah, I forgot about that. Amazing. But you've been able to doing a few things lately. Now, what I will say is this podcast has been a long time coming because you know getting in to see doctors sometimes is like if now I have physical therapy on top of all my other doctor appointments, and time is just not there, right? It's like I go to physical. I mean, on top of having my shoulder replaced, right? The pain and agony of MSA dragging me back. This shoulder has been healed 2 months after surgery. here we are in October, and when I had it in February, and I'm still battling because I'm losing muscle mass. I'm so weak and regressing. That physical therapy is just keeping me going. So
both of my surgeries for my head
yeah,
has
twice. Just to put it back in place, right?
and head is probably
It's tough to get back going, right? After you had a surgery,
the first time I was in sleep. I could wait yet.
you can't wake it up.
I can't wait yet. But I was in love and I could wake up. And I had a first time. I put it back.
Yeah, I remember you had a couple of times back and forth where you had to switch doctors, I believe, switch institutions to do it right.
Yeah,
Just like how many times can they poke for blood? Like 8 times. Yeah, I remember you complained a few times that they tried to do it. I think at your house and screw that
yeah.
up. So then you had to go to like a hospital or something.
And she didn't shut up.
Oh,
And,
which is changing. It came out.
it wouldn't shut up.
So am I correct in saying, like, yes or no, that when they yank that thing out on an accident, I mean, that's your urine. Does that leak into the body?
That's the first time when she said it. I it did.
Yeah.
And I said,
Oh, yeah, septic. I can't say that word. Just yeah. What does that do to the body? Does it make you, like, sick?
yeah,
I'll have to Google that one.
that's what it was.
I can't imagine urine mixing with blood and water and, like, the body. Like, how do you get that out of your body once it's floating around?
It poisons the bloodstream.
It goes in the bloodstream.
It poisons it.
Poisons the bloodstream. So,
It's,
did they run you through, like, dialysis or something? You're in the hospital for a week because of that.
but, yeah,
So what, just like antibiotics? Oh, I can see
it's
it doesn't make sense how antibiotics gets rid of fluid, but I guess it gets rid of fluid in our lungs, so I guess so, yeah.
like every child
Yeah.
cancer for 6 months.
So you should only have to have it changed every 6 months? 4 weeks. At the hospital?
Every 4 weeks. Urology office.
Yeah.
I went to the urologist the first time surgery. For her to change it. She's not a nurse. She would
So the nurse changed it and she did what?
miss the letter.
She missed the bladder. So superior catheter, you just poke the bladder? That's it?
Yeah,
Oh,
she
I thought it was like some special machine or something.
missed it.
What she hit? The kidney?
She missed the letter.
Your stomach?
You're just bleeding eternally.
Yeah, term bleeding is not good.
And I wear regular customer sticker. And I go back to the insert. Yeah,
Yeah.
I use radiology to watch it close. I went to radiology at 6 or 8 months. And then I have PTSD. Uh,
Yeah, you spoke about having PTSD from the, changing of the super catheter, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
I imagine.
after after I had a taste, I had a whole other meeting there that she could use it out to go now. Travel every 4 weeks.
Because you travel every 4 weeks to get it done the right way by somebody who actually knows what they're doing,
Yeah,
instead of going through the pain and misery of being stuck in all your organs.
I had to figure out this house to 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 but that's about things the sound of the sound.
So has it been better since I mean, because you were there yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, this being Friday, that'd be 2 days ago. But is it worth the travel?
yeah, because this is so I can see that and I say that I was trying to figure out I was trying to be famous, but I heard such a dummy long and yeah,
Did, did they use that X-ray machine when they do it?
yeah, it's everyone there.
Did
Having
did they eyeball it? You trust me. You trusted him more than I would.
us,
After having PTSD, everybody's X-raying me first. Everybody.
I have a value, nothing value,
Yeah.
but I say this is how I was yeah, so I can say that you know privilege. I just see her everywhere.
So ever since you've been up to the hospital, is it university or hospital?
It's yeah, it's very ironic.
You're the urologist,
Yeah,
the professionals that you travel to. Ever since you've been up there, have they ever screwed up once?
yeah, it's pretty much like yeah.
Everybody gets a yank every once in a while. So is the travel to still a lot for you at this stage, or is it the same?
It's hard one day, but
Yeah.
it's really good to see better. It's always 6 of them.
You can't take your power chair to that
Yeah,
to appointment, can you?
yeah,
Yeah, so that's even more torture trying to get to an appointment.
but that's it. Well, they,
Yeah, the way I can't believe the power chair is that heavy. Like, you have to have, like, a 6,000 pound vehicle or something like that for
yeah,
capacity. By the way, we're still waiting for our, sponsor with Gold Peak to pull through. Daisy loves water, I love tea. So, Daisy, moving on for one other thing. Not one other thing. So, it's obvious we have issues speaking. Just you're farther down the road than I am when it comes to speaking. We have differences to begin with. It's just it's unfair. It's unfair to compare somebody with MSA more in MSA-C to someone that more MSA-P. It's not fair. But you have taken the time in between all your appointments and home care to start some new activities. We knew that MSA Crusaders might not go on forever, but it still is. It's still, I'm looking at the camera. It still is. There you go. Okay. But you have found a way to reinvent yourself. And for those that haven't noticed, Easy has been colluding, as I would say, partnering. Sorry, not colluding.
a crusader and a warrior.
Yeah, it was MSA Warriors of Awareness, right? So if you find Daisy Page and look at her profile, you can see where she's posting to. But she has on Spotify. You have started since you like but I mean you first. Ever since this podcast has aired, it's always been you first, Daisy. the first symptom, but on Spotify, if they look up, you've been, so since you've been losing your voice, you've been redirecting that energy, thankfully not at me, but at creating songs about MSA awareness. And you have an album. Who else is helping you with this album? These albums.
And
Is Carrie Carpenter. What was that? Was that it?
this
Is it just you and Carrie? Okay. Let's make sure. Give credit where credit's due. Unbeknownst to me, you have quite a few albums. Now, it's a lot. Some of these albums have like repeat songs. I think what you did was you guys had one album with 3 songs, one album with 5, one with 8. You combined them into an actual album that has one.
yeah.
Just quite correct. Yeah. So really, for our audience, when you look up the Words of Awareness or the albums, there's going to be like 4 or 5, but it's a culmination of one album that's getting bigger and bigger. And the album titled, now it's titled "Miss Me," if I'm not correct. Yeah, which is the first song on the album cover. It says "I Miss Me." It's by Daisy Page and Carrie Carpenter. Titled "Warriors of Awareness." There's 20 songs, over an hour of content. So I only know about 2 songs. And Daisy says, "No, we got 20." So I have a lot more listening to do. A lot more, yeah. I've been given homework myself for her songs as metal tapping there. Um, I've listened, the 2 that I knew that she had were very wonderful for her and Carrie, and I think it's admirable that you take your you take your deficit of talking and turn it into a positive of lyrics and hope. And I definitely you hear Daisy whistling. That is the ultra sound of esophagus narrowing. I do the same thing at nighttime when I lay down. Very, very distinctive. But she's giving me some homework for singing. So Daisy Page and in addition to Carrie Carpenter also come up with a merchandise store, which you can find at woman of awareness .myshopify.com. And they have literally everything I wish I had at home: sweaters, mugs, T-shirts, some pretty funny, inspirational quotes on the shirts. I will say there are a couple that I will absolutely have to be buy. My favorite is the one that says, "I put the fun in dysfunctional gait," which is absolutely hysterical. I think of it as the person, someone in a walker, but they've taken their time to create merchandise for awareness, which was a part of the proceeds goes to Mission MSA, which we absolutely adore. Which, if you don't know, Mission MSA has a few events coming up. One event is close to Daisy, kind of closest to Daisy, but in the Dallas area, that they're going to have a walkathon, I believe, pretty soon. And if you're on the previously MSA app, the solo app on your phone, I believe it's now moved to the website, MSA Connect. So if you haven't signed in and created an account for MSA Connect, you have to redo it's the same process as before. It's just on the website now. So make sure you subscribe to their newsletters. It's a website where you can easily find clinical trials, centers of excellence, resources for anything and everything MSA, also things for your care team. It's a very wonderful website, very wonderful organization. We've all spoke with them, talked with them. I've walked with them, so they have all of our best interests in mind for advocacy and truly finding a cure for MSA. Daisy, you told me before that you were still working on a new book. How's that book coming?
I've decided to write songs
You
instead.
decided to write songs
Yes, that
because what I heard was actually let me have you repeat that. I don't want to say what I think you said. It takes a long time to write a book.
but
And songs are much quicker. Are we on the same page? Yeah. So Daisy just reiterates what we all at some point go through is when is our time coming up? I mean, who just passed the coach, right?
yeah,
And he was my twin to MSA. If I ever had a twin for MSA, it was him. We talked off and on. I mean, off Facebook, on Facebook, whatever. And he was my twin. Now I know he was little bit, just a little bit older than me, but we have these things that we want to do in life, and the sad question of how much time do we actually have, and how much meaning can I put behind what I'm doing? So, nonetheless, Daisy, I'm still happy you're doing something. It pains me to hear about people, not you, but it pains me to hear about people that are quitting because, oh, I got this diagnosis, or, I can't use my legs anymore, or yeah, yeah, not excuses, but definitely barriers that might be broken for now, but will definitely catch up to you at some point. And I definitely, we are releasing
and then
album.
yeah, well, what's to go?
Is that the 20 song album or another one?
That's the area for what's that?
Fourth album. It's not.
I
Wait, if you haven't released it yet, I guess not.
have to
I thought I saw 4 albums on there.
say everything.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you have 3 albums. Yeah, I got it. So your albums are Love Never Clocks Out, I Miss Me, the one with your book, Unexpected Moments.
Yeah,
Do you know you are on the same playlist as Taylor Swift? That's
yeah,
what on mine it says featuring warriors of awareness, Taylor Swift, Martian Music, and Caleb somebody. So you are in the mix with music. That's awesome.
obviously, it really touches the words that we want to say. Like, it's inside of us, not a condition. But also, it's the words,
You said about the new album?
it's the words,
Are you talking about the new album?
uh, obviously, there's no thing to hear her words, even obviously, listen to the things, uh, and it's trying to say, no, I understand, this is,
What MSA is trying to say.
yeah, I should, but this is, oh my gosh, if people understand, like this is because,
So you have a new album coming out, being released on, if I recall, World MSA Day. The title of that album is
taking it day by day,
Taking It Day by Day. new album will be released on the World MSA Day titled Taking It Day by Day. How many songs do we have to look forward at this time?
Yeah.
10? That will do. So what's the overall synopsis of the overall theme of this album? Anything in particular?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously living day by day. That's so stupid. So what things did you actually focus on? Anything more than others? I like Daisy text messages. They are interesting to translate. Taking it day by day, lyrics by Warriors of Awareness. Good cover art. Probably backwards, but there you go. Yeah, I will say that although we are definitely two different MSA beasts going on right now, everybody's day is different completely. I mean, sometimes it's fair, sometimes it's not. You, do you blame somebody? Do you blame something? Do you blame some material in the world that made you sick? You know, we fight emotionally, we fight physically, we fight our, our mental.
I'm trying to make yourself really good. It's like, yes, yes, I repeat this.
You have to keep typing.
Yes, I repeat
But we
myself.
we ended on your album being released today, World MSA Day, and somehow you speak.
Tired of repeating myself,
Yeah, I bet.
of hearing word and speak up. Slow down, my voice is slipping like sand through a sea. And still I try to make every word count. To say it's still in my sound, but inside my head, I'm loud and proud. I sound fine in my head, so clear in my mind, but out in the air, my words unwind. It's taking me by, little by little, night after night. My legs are weak, they barely hold my arm. I need your soul. I used to flow free and the water's blue. Now if you don't hold me, I'll sink right through. I'm so tired, but I still try. Though this thief keeps taking pieces of, it's taken so much already. My strength, my ease, the things once steady. It's trying to take my dignity, but I'm holding on to what's left of me. I sound fine in my head like I always did, but the mirror don't lie and the won't bend. I don't want your pity, I wanna be heard before I lose the shape of every word. It's taking me by arms just to survive. I'm so tired of repeating myself, but I will until I can't anymore. 'Cause even in whispers, even in pain,
Why?
I was grinning because I'm proud that song actually is written factually.
It's like,
I always critique you on everything, Daisy. Critique you, not criticize. And that song reminds me of some artists, very beautiful, but every word in that song is absolutely true, accurate to the point, and speaks like what I would say. In my head, I sound absolutely clear, but I know after I go back and edit this, I won't. Same thing with you. That's a very good song. Very good.
so good and racist. And I had to read that. After we had listened,
Are you talking about transitioning from video to music?
yesterday, we see some play the video. One of the hierarchies of the fire.
Yeah.
This is the first hierarchy. Disgusting. Disgusting. If listen, watch it again, and listen to things that occurs. And for Sarah, for Catherine, all right, citizen, it's like a citizen in this country. This is so sad.
Yeah, Daisy is by no means done with anything in life, but she's like myself. We have to realize what we can and can't do, and we will still have Daisy on the MSA Crusaders. But I definitely thank her for at least trying something else. And as you can tell, the music is wonderful, and I definitely encourage everyone and I to keep going, keep trying, any chance you can.
Well, it's like,
Yes, we are. Well said, Daisy. Thank you.
As we close another chapter, remember you're a factor. In this fight, we're not alone. Together we have grown. With every voice that speaks its truth, we shine a light, we're living proof. Remember, we're all MSA Crusaders, and together we can make a difference.